They'll set up to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
Well, when the Jaguars want to throw the football, they often look to D.D. Westbrook, who just completed that play there. 101 targets, 66 catches for both 2018 and 2019.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Minshew with a quick throw out wide to Chark.
Minshew's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
On third down, Hines. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. On fourth down, Minshew. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Hurry.
The tackle by Quincy Williams. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Tannehill getting this complete to Smith. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Titans nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Darrington Evans, his first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he knocks it through.
Good. That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now let's face it.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Minshew. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Jaguars.
A quick throw complete to Chark. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Complete to deep.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Number 17,
DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Titans 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
56 to Mike, boy. 56.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Looking here for Smith downfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
6-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Here's Tannehill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20, 10,
You know they pay me
and they
extra
will
for this.
score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Josh Lambo.
Lambo on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Titans 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 39-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. Airing it out deep for Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
But they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Titan football. Around the NFL, they're in the second in Philly. And the Eagles out in front early. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
But you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Darrington Evans, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Tannehill. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
For Khalif Raymond. Incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. Being chased out left. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 22 yards on the pickup there. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going.
Stephen Gostkowski on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They run again with Hines. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
And they'll go right back to Evans. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Where we at? 56 is the mic. Come on, D. Check 3. Check 37.
They run the counter. It's Evans. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
2nd and 11 now.
At the 31-yard line.
47 is the mic. Hey. Check, 47. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day. Quick. 47 is the mic. Hey, man.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
That's good.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now we'll run with Evans. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Josh Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars, 1st and 10 at the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Adoree Jackson.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, They almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a first down pickup of 8. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It leads to 2nd and 10.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. Here's Hines. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Buying time to his left. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 28, Titans 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 39 that time.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run here with Evans. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. Well, is it 3rd and somewhat manageable now? Not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Right. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Wrap it.
Here we go on 4th, Tannehill. And this is incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
A gain of 12. First down, Jacksonville.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
43-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Brings up 4th.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And Eifert has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
7-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 10-yard.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
5-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 28. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Intercepted by the Jaguars. They'll take over first and 10.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They run. This is Scarborough. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Jacksonville, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.